2021 really gave us some absolutely amazing anime and some anime which were not that good. But as a whole, this year proved to be a really amazing year for anime fans, and now that it has come to an end, I think it's a good time to talk about what really went on and what I think are actually the best anime of the year. Now, obviously, all of these lists surrounding the best anime, the quote unquote best anime of the year, are always going to be subjective. I mean, technically, you can be objective here, and I'll try my best to not be biased here, but at the end of the day, personal feelings, personal attachments, and a lot of other factors do make a contribution into making a list like this. So, if someone is telling you that I'm making an objective list without any kind of a bias, then most probably he or she is lying. These lists will always have some form of a bias. A person like me will always have a more liking towards isekai anime. I'm a huge fan of that. X person will have more liking towards basic shonen. Y person will have more liking towards slice of life. So it's a very given factor. But keeping all those things aside, in this video I'm going to give you all my ranking of what should be technically the anime of the year. Now, another thing to actually keep in mind is that this year we actually got to see some really good stuff, and I cannot actually keep all of those anime shows here in this one particular list. It really pains me not to include some of the amazing stuff like Yuru Camp and Skate Infinity here on this list. So just keeping all of these things in mind, I feel like I should make a secondary video talking about all the best anime that we got to see in 2021 based upon the respective genres. Say for example, the best anime based on the isekai genre, the best anime based on the slice of life genre, and so on and so forth. So with that being said, hello and welcome to Advice, and today we're going to talk about the best anime of 2021. Now, some prerequisites that you need to understand here. I'm not actually going to include some of the long running series here on this video. Sure, Boruto had a pretty decent year with some really good animation and the adaptation of the manga content, especially surrounding the Ishiki Otsutsuki fight, which involved Naruto's latest Baryon mode. But even then, I cannot include Boruto here on this list because at the end of the day, it's a long running series. Just because it had a good adaptation here manga wise, it's not without its flaws. The same goes with One Piece. One Piece is probably one of my favorite anime of all time, but unfortunately I'm not going to include it here on this list. Technically speaking, One Piece had better animation than Boruto, and it had more consistent animation. Some of the episodes here in One Piece this year were absolutely top tier. It was a 10 upon 10, and a lot of talented animators actually worked here, and it was just a beautiful spectacle to watch. But even then, this is a long running series, and I'm not going to include One Piece here on this list. I think that probably sets the tone of this entire video, how I'm going to structure all of these things. Moreover, instead of just giving one winner here, I'm going to give 3 picks here for my list. But with that being said, number 3, I'm going to easily put ReZero Season 2 Part 2. White Fox really showed their true capabilities here with this particular anime adaptation. I mean, sure, Season 2 Part 1 was also really good, but I feel like Season 2 Part 2 just blew it out of the park. With the animation, with the adaptation, with the pacing, and of course the songs, it was just a perfect mix for everything that is needed for an anime here in 2021. It was just absolutely amazing. I mean, in the beginning via the trials, we already got to see Chibi Emilia, and that was in itself really amazing. But towards the end, my goodness, this show just popped off with everything, especially with that amazing ending song in the form of Believe in You. And when I saw that it was actually incorporated into the actual show, when Subaru won the will of Beatrice and when she goes into the White Forest to fight alongside with them, that was just brilliantly executed. The moment when she just goes on and on about Subaru, that was just beautiful to watch. I'm a huge fan of the series, and without even taking into account my personal bias for isekai anime, I truly believe that this series truly deserves a lot of accolades and a lot of awards. Now, technically speaking, here I need to interject something. In the actual awards, in the actual anime awards, I'm pretty sure that Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1 and Jujutsu Kaisen are going to win a lot of things. Even though they technically started in 2020, but still they count as a part of Winter 2021 show, so maybe they're going to win a lot of the stuff. Personally speaking, I'm not really a huge fan of Attack on Titan Season 4. I mean, it really improved towards the very end, but I'm not really a huge fan of this season. On the other hand, Jujutsu Kaisen truly deserves a lot of the accolades. MAPPA truly shows its capabilities, its animating capabilities here with this show, and it's going to be, it is already a modern classic, let's be real about that, and I feel like it's already going to win a lot of the awards, so that's why I'm just not going to include it here on my personal list. Now, the second show which I wanted to talk about here is something related to the slice of life genre. Now, in this year, we actually got a lot of slice of life series which are incorporated or intermingled with rom-coms. We got Horimiya, we got Nagatoro, we got Yuru Camp, we got Fruit Basket, and so many different amazing shows which technically fall into the category of slice of life. There are a lot of these shows which I really enjoyed a lot. I've already talked about some of them in the past. But here on this list, today I'm going to talk about Kobayashi Dragon Maid Season 2. KyoAni. What else do I need to even talk about here? It was just the perfect blend of animation, adaptation, music, special effects, and overall pacing. The story was amazing, and for a slice of life show, it actually outshined a lot of the other shonen series with its spectacular animation. Sure, this series was already marred with a lot of controversy, especially considering one particular character. I'm not going to repeat all of those shenanigans here, but for me, this show really exemplifies what really an anime means in 2021, with its story beat, with its plot, with its themes, how it incorporates human emotions, how it incorporates human feelings, and the entire interactions of these dragons. These were just lovable. This is probably one of my favorite slice of life series in a very long time. I'm already a fan of Yuru Camp, but since this is KyoAni, I'm just going to give it a little bit of an edge over the other series. So this is my pick, my second pick for the anime of the year. And before we proceed to the number one position, I need to talk about some of the other shows, some of the other amazing shows which I cannot put in here. And these are actually the original series, which technically do not have a manga adaptation. We have series like Skate the Infinity, which was a really interesting concept in my opinion. Then there is One Direct Priority. I know that the ending was not really hit out of the park for One Direct Priority, but it started really strong, and because of that I'm going to include it here in my video. Then there is obviously To Your Eternity, a modern classic if you believe. This show just chef's kiss. It really pains me that I cannot include this show here on this particular list. And then there is Odd Taxi, truly the oddest series which I've seen, but truly an amazing series, which I believe is going to get a lot of worldwide recognition as the days go by. It's going to stay in the mind of people for a really long time, and as more and more people discover this little series, it's just going to blow away everyone's mind. Seriously man, there have been so many amazing series throughout this entire year. It is a really difficult choice to make a video specifying, or closing it down to just 3-4 picks. We have so many great stuff this year. We had the latest JoJo adaptation, we have the latest Demon Slayer adaptation, which was really good by the way. Finally, after all of these years, we got the anime adaptation for Komi-san, which was really amazing at the very same time. I'm eagerly waiting for season 2. There's My Senpai is Annoying, there's Higehiro, there is Horimiya, it's just a huge list. The number is just never ending, it's just never going to end. But with that being said, let me arrive at my number one position, what I truly believe is the anime of the year for 2021, and that is, without a shadow of doubt from my end, Jobless Reincarnation Part 1 and Part 2. This series, this just exemplifies everything which Isekai is known for, and it also incorporates very well some of the really amazing tropes of action and adventure, and overall the mix that we get at the end is just perfection. Before the series I had never actually seen an anime series which incorporates its opening into the actual show, and every episode, like every single episode, the animation staff is making a new content, is making a new animation for this particular opening. And the way in which the first opening was incorporated throughout the entire show, and even towards the last parts of part 2, it was just freaking beautiful. It was just amazing. I'm repeating my words here, but I'm just sorry. I can't really stop my liking for this series. It was just so damn good. Tabibito no Uta was a perfect song for a series like this, and Studio Bind was literally formed just to animate this particular series. I'm really looking forward to see how well this series is adapted, and just because of this I stopped myself from reading the actual light novel or the manga, because I'm just so excited with what the anime is actually doing. I'm a huge fan of the series for a number of different reasons. If you have watched even a single episode, you will understand why. The animation is spectacular, the music is on point, the overall beat, the pacing, the story, everything is just perfect. It is truly the granddaddy of isekai anime, and as a fan of isekai anime, I have no doubt to say that this is truly anime of the year. This show is not without its flaws. Even in the story narrative, it obviously has a lot of flaws, but the best part about it is that it actually acknowledges some of these faults and it just plays it into the story, all the while giving us the emotional punch from the realities of the real world as well. Even though it is technically situated into the world of an isekai show, but still the overall message and the views that this show encompasses, it's just amazing. So this is definitely my pick for anime of the year in 2021. So what do you guys think about this list? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure that this is going to be really different for a lot of you guys out there. There are just so many amazing shows that we got this year, from Ranking of the Kings to Slime to Quintessential Quintuplets. It's just a never-ending list. So I'm really eager and excited to hear your opinion about this as well. So do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. Wish you all a very happy new year. Hope 2022 brings about a lot of happiness for you all. Thank you so much for joining in. See you all on the next one.